The history of architecture in New York City is a fascinating journey that reflects the city's evolution from a modest Dutch settlement in the 17th century to a global metropolis. Each era has left its mark on the city's skyline, showcasing a variety of styles that correspond to the social, economic, and technological changes of the times. 17th and 18th centuries, colonial beginnings. New York's architectural history begins in the early 1600s when Dutch settlers established New Amsterdam. The architecture at this period was characterized by simple, functional structures made of wood and brick, reflecting the Dutch vernacular style. The remnants of this era are scarce, but some early colonial buildings, like the Wyckoff House in Brooklyn, still exist as examples of this style. 19th century, neoclassicism, Gothic revival, and the rise of skyscrapers. As New York grew in the 19th century, so did its architectural ambitions. The city embraced neoclassical architecture, which is evident in buildings like the New York Customs House, now the Federal Hall National Memorial, built in the Greek Revival style. This was followed by the Gothic Revival, with structures like the iconic Trinity Church, completed in 1846, showcasing pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses. The latter half of the 19th century saw the rise of the skyscraper, driven by innovations in steel construction and the elevator. The Equitable Life Building, completed in 1870, was one of the first office buildings to feature a passenger elevator, marking the beginning of the skyscraper era. The Flatiron Building, completed in 1902, became an early symbol of New York's architectural creativity, with its unique triangular shape. Early 20th century, the Beaux-Arts and Art Deco eras. The turn of the 20th century was marked by the Beaux-Arts style, characterized by grandeur and classical details. This style is best exemplified by landmarks like the New York Public Library, completed in 1911, and Grand Central Terminal, completed in 1913. These buildings reflected the city's wealth and cultural aspirations. The 1920s and 1930s brought the Art Deco movement, which gave rise to some of New York's most famous buildings. The Chrysler Building, completed in 1930, and the Empire State Building, completed in 1931, are prime examples of Art Deco, featuring sleek lines, geometric patterns, and a sense of modernity that captured the spirit of the Jazz Age. Mid to late 20th century, modernism and beyond post-World War II, New York City became a hub for modernist architecture. The international style, characterized by glass and steel skyscrapers, became dominant. The Lever House, 1952, and the Seagram Building, 1958, are quintessential examples of this movement, emphasizing simplicity and functionalism. In the latter half of the 20th century, New York's architecture began to diversify with the advent of postmodernism, which reintroduced ornamentation and historical references. Buildings like Philip Johnson's AT&T Building, now the Sony Tower, completed in 1984, challenged the minimalist orthodoxy of modernism with its Chippendale-style top. 21st century, contemporary trends and sustainability. In the 21st century, New York's architecture continues to evolve, with a strong focus on sustainability and innovative design. The New World Trade Center complex, completed in the 2010s, combines advanced engineering with sleek, modern aesthetics. Hudson Yards, a massive real estate development on Manhattan's West Side, showcases contemporary architecture with high-tech facades and mixed-use skyscrapers. Furthermore, the trend towards green building practices is evident in structures like the Bank of America Tower, completed in 2009, which was one of the first skyscrapers to achieve LEED Platinum certification, reflecting a growing awareness of environmental issues in urban design. Conclusion: the architectural history of New York City is a rich tapestry that mirrors the city's growth and transformation over centuries. From colonial simplicity to the rise of the skyscraper, from Beaux-Arts grandeur to modernist minimalism, New York's buildings tell the story of a city that is always looking towards the future, even as it honors its past. Today, the city's skyline stands as a testament to architectural innovation and diversity, making it one of the most iconic urban landscapes in the world.